Hey guys, JumperBoy108 here, and I am watching the London Olympics opening ceremony. There we go. Almost got my words muddled up. There we go. So a lot of joy, a lot of people happy that the ceremony has begun. A lot of happy faces. It was a good show. Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean was in the opening ceremony. He did the dum 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 that music. He did that. It was quite good. It was quite nice. Also, James Bond and the Queen made a dramatic entrance. They skydived down to the stadium, and what an entrance by the Queen and James Bond. And you'll see James Bond in his movie Skyfall, which is coming out at the end of this year. So let's go on to the news. Let's do the news. We're gonna do three. I'm gonna tell you three newses. Okay, Great Britain rowers are ready to make their Olympic Games their most successful since London 1908. According to performance director David Tanner. So, the action began at Edton Donnelly tomorrow morning with Britain's unprecedented 48-strong team aiming to retain their crown as the leading Olympic rowing nation. To achieve that, Tanner believes Britain's minimum requirement is to match the 6 medals, 2 gold, 2 silver and 2 bronze they won at the Beijing 2008 Games. So, in other news, what else? In other news, wait 1 second guys, wait 1 second, I'm trying to find other news. Okay, here we go. Republican of Korea claimed the first world records of London 2012 following a stunning display in the archery ranking round. Im Dong-hun broke his own 72-hour mark of 696. Wow, that's incredible. I can do 98. Wow. I can do 98 compared to that. By 3 points, and was also part of the record in team shoot. Alongside Kim Babmin and Oh Jin Haiki, he helped register a 216-hour total of 2,087, smashing the world record by 18 points. Okay. This is the final news. Okay. Boxing brightest and best are preparing to step into the ring in search of Olympic Games glory, following the draw of the first round of action, which begins on Saturday. The 2012 program starts with a strong bantamweight matchup between USA teenager Joseph Daz Jr. and Ukraine's Pavlo Ikisagilo, and a bout against top city Cuban Lazaro Aviasa Estrada, the prize. So that's the news. Okay, next up. Formula One action. Lewis Hamilton, you're gonna love this. Lewis Hamilton has set fastest in P1 and P2, which is practice 1 and practice 2 on Friday. The Brit did an amazing lap of 122 something, 122.8. And then P2 did a 121.8 something like that. So, I'm going to show you some highlights of practice 2. Enjoy. Okay, there we go. Right. Okay, here we go.
Fans were enjoying the weather at the Hungaroring, with a number of drivers hoping to make a splash in free practice too. Overtaking's notoriously hard in Hungary, meaning a good qualifying session can be vital to a strong result. Kimi Raikkonen went quickest early on, but Lotus teammate Roman Grosjean's session didn't start quite so well.
He gets into the chicane, he brakes, straight line, gets in a bit wide, then he accelerates and he takes the grass.
Yeah. Oh, and he wipes the front off against the steel Armco. He's very quick to get going again and spun the rear round, got going absolutely immediately. A little bit ragged at the moment is old Roman Grosjean. There was a near miss for Sergio Perez too, narrowly avoiding the back of Pedro de la Rosa's HRT.
There is a shower coming this way. We don't know exactly when we'll arrive, but obviously, ideally, we want to go into the option sooner rather than later.
So, possibility of rain. And meanwhile, Massa goes quickest with that lap. 1:22.831, just 600ths faster than teammate Alonso. Despite the Ferrari's pace, Raikkonen was flying, storming to the fastest time of the weekend so far. Before Lewis Hamilton went even quicker. 1:21, he's the first into the 1:21s. And it's a 1:21.995 for Lewis Hamilton. Then the predicted rain arrived, cutting out Heikki Kovalainen and bringing an end to the fastest times. As the weather worsened, Jean-Eric Vergne headed out on full wets to do some testing in his Toro Rosso. But Michael Schumacher, a four-time winner at the Hungaroring, went out on intermediates. He's gone off, he's gone straight into the barrier.
That's Michael Schumacher, by the way, that's Michael Schumacher.
Just went straight on.
Schumacher.
Just did not slow down once he was on the runoff. It just skated straight into the
How did he do it? Aquaplane, yeah, aquaplane, he aquaplaned. Oh, that's a big hit.
Talk me through it, Jaime.
So we go down into turn 12. The gear is very low grip. He doesn't even accelerate. He's in fourth gear.
Yeah, aquaplane, aquaplane, aquaplane.
Mamma mia.
Oh.
No, it's no grip, and it was like being on ice.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
As Schumacher's Mercedes was craned away for the second FP2 in succession, a number of drivers went out to assess the conditions, with Bruno Senna caught out by a puddle. But even on a drying track, there wasn't enough time to challenge Hamilton's best, leaving the McLaren man fastest in both free practice sessions and keen to get his season back on track after scoring just 4 points in the last 3 races.
So, there we go. Okay, so, there we go. Lewis Hamilton top in FP1 and FP2. Red Bull not happy today. They really were not happy. They were denying. I heard they were denying that it wasn't, and they were denying it was an engine problem. They were certain it was not an engine map problem. There have been a lot of talks of that. Yeah. But you never know. Red Bull can bounce back from these sort of things, you know. Remember Canada. I think they came 9th or 10th, something like that, and then they won. I think they won. They came 5th, 4th. And remember Monaco. They were struggling. Look where they were. They won the race. So Red Bull could bounce back like that, just like that. So, and Lewis Hamilton. Maybe a possibility. This is a track he thrives on. This has been a happy hunting ground for the McLarens here. They've won about 4 out of the 5 races. They've won about 4 out of the 5 races since 2007. That's incredible. And that is including Heikki Kovalainen, Lewis Hamilton, and Jenson Button. So the Brits and McLaren have done well here. So I'm gonna bet, and this is gonna be a big bet, since it's really hard to predict. I am gonna predict that Lewis Hamilton's gonna win the McLarens are gonna win. Either McLaren's gonna win the Hungarian Grand Prix. So yeah. So I really hope McLaren win the race, wins the Hungarian Grand Prix, and yeah. So I'll see you guys now. Bye bye, YouTube.